Alright. Let's just make sure everything's all good. Yeah, everything looks good. Cool. Alright, so yeah, welcome in everybody. It's been a couple weeks since we streamed last, but before we get started, I actually want to ask you guys a question right away. One of my favorite things about streaming Rimworld is that I constantly learn things from other people by, you know, watching them or, you know, even people watching me and chat going crazy with it's like, oh, why are you doing it this way? You should be doing it this other way. And yeah, there's a ton of different mechanics and like little tricks and weird interactions in the game that I have absolutely no idea about, even with all the hours that I have into it. So if you're watching live, just tell me in the chat what's a Rimworld tip or trick that you don't think a lot of other people know about. If you're just watching this on YouTube later in the VODs, then drop it in the comments because I generally want to know because there's a very good chance I'm doing something the hard way. There's multiple ways to do a whole bunch of different things in Rimworld, but some are much better than others, and there's aspects of the game that I haven't gone into too much before, such as genetics or whatever. So yeah, just let me know in the comments, let me know in chat what you're thinking on that. But if you're new here, then welcome to Empire's Hollow. This is our long-term community Rimworld colony. All 6 of our starting colonists are based on people from our community, and we're just trying to keep this colony alive for as many years as possible, while actually building a little bit of a story around them. So that's what's going on with this. I think Sway's harvesting. Nice. We got some different things going on here. We got a nice recreation room and a dance party. We've yet to have a successful dance party. Our prison is something that we're going to work on this stream. But yeah, basically we have Waff, Frosia, Skeet, Anubis, Sway, and of course cduffo, who's our vampire. And he's slowly climbing the ranks of the actual Empire. So that's pretty cool. That's one of our main goals. So yeah, we'll just take a look around. And yeah, the prison, we need to upgrade the prison, put in some better looking beds, make this a little bit more symmetrical. And if we can spare any components, add in nutrient paste drippers. Then we need to build this drug lab into, it's certainly functional. It has Nutrimine and the ability to make wake up, but that's all this room has going for it. So we need to make this look more like an actual finished room. I'm still undecided if I should recess the actual table like in the wall there, because that's kind of nice natural spot for it, or keep it in the center. We'll see what we like better on that. And then we need to create the ability to generate steel so we can make components, and it looks like something's, yeah, let's start hauling some stuff there. Maybe it's taking steel from, wow, we really don't have that much steel. If we can get this deep drill going, then I think we're gonna be good on steel forever from that point on. I know I'm gonna regret saying that because you're never truly good on steel if you make your own components. We do have some steel in the wild that we can certainly tap into, which is good. So maybe we start doing that because we have to do it. We do have some lifters and stuff that we got, I think, last stream, so we're chilling on that front. Food's looking good, components looking awful. Steel, plasteel, we could use more of. I'm hoping our ground penetrating scanner can find us some plasteel. It's only found us uranium and steel and some stuff outside, gold, but probably not going to set up shop outside our walls. So yeah, this steel came in perfect because we certainly need it. Okay, nice. We're actually building deep drill, and Waff is our miner, especially, or in addition to that, Maguire seems to be also into mining, which we're probably just going to set them only to mine. Warden handle, okay, yeah, we'll allow that. So if there's no normal mining to do, then they'll go to the deep drills. And yeah, I might want to put a couple deep drills here because we're going to need them eventually. We're short on components though, so we'll stick with just one and go from there. But yeah, hopefully everybody's having a nice night or evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. I do like the farms that we've made. Nice like custom farms. I think once these hops get harvested, I might do something with the hops here. Turn it into another little nook. I might get rid of some of these devil strand down here and have it extended downwards a little bit. We can push devil strand down some, and we're gonna need herbal or heal root. Sorry, I almost said herbal medicine. uh, Maybe put a little section here for heal root, just because it's doesn't need to get harvested too often, so we can put that further away. So the crops that get harvested more often, like the hop plants, potatoes, are closer to the freezer to minimize steps. That's kind of how I roll. How are we on power? Power seems to be fine. Honestly, I kind of forget the power dynamic. It doesn't seem like the windmills are doing too much. Our batteries are chilling, so that's usually a good early sign. If your batteries aren't chilling, then I don't know what to tell you. Alright, let's speed up time a tiny bit. Waff is just putzing around. Oh, that was not a lot of steel that we got there. Actually opened up a new area, I think. But that'll give us a little burst of steel so we can finish building fabrication bench and all that fun stuff. Scanned underground, more steel. Let's see where that is. It's on the map border, so that does us nothing. Same with that uranium, so whatever. I forgot that we have some cocoa trees. That's actually kind of nice. Waff and Froja doing some harvesting, not bad. Getting the real work done. So I forgot that Sway and McGuire. Actually, let's rename McGuire to A. Dot McGuire. There we go. I forget what I was saying there. It is nice having a bunch of bots now. cduffo is afraid of fire, so that kind of stinks, but he's gonna keep trying to put the fire out with the rest of the colony there. Got Sway, Froja, Skeet, and cduffo trying to put out the fire from the lightning strike. That was in our Devil Strand crop farm there. Alright, so Alden's doing some mining. What level is he? Or what level is she? Level 10, perfect. And a double passion. Oh, I gotta add the expanded vanilla skills expanded mod, because I think they recently updated that for 1.6. It took forever for it to get like completely updated. But I absolutely love that mod. It makes it so you can try to really focus and specialize colonists, because it's good to cover different parts of that. Alright, people don't have anything to do, so that means we're gonna set up lots of walls to be smoothed. When in doubt, if you need work to do, smooth walls. I think we're good on the bed situation for a bit. We can start building out some more bedrooms here, and eventually add nutrient paste drippers to them, so when our colonists sleep, then they can automatically get fed. Seems like Waff is busy doing nothing. Nice. Nothing new there. Get a bunch of these walls smoothed out. Should probably smooth out the prison too. At least the main parts of it. And cduffo throne room and death rest room. That'd be good. But one thing that I want to do is first check and see if we have any old beds. I don't think we do. I think we put some of our old beds in the hospital. Eventually we can move those to the prison too, once we get components to make medical beds, but we do not have any components for that. Not anytime soon. So let's build this out so we can get some nutrient paste drippers in here. Let's reinstall. How do I want to do this? Doing like that. Get rid of this one. Put dripper there, and then once these move, we'll have a dripper on this bed and a dripper on that bed, and we could probably move this over a tiny bit. cduffo with the raid. Appreciate it, cduffo. I know I checked in every now and then on the stream, but hopefully the parts of the stream that I missed went well as well. Benny, Popcorn, Anubis, cduffo, Sway, cduffo subbed. Much appreciated, man. Appreciate it. The Rimworld goat. Yeah. I won't buy like a goat, don't worry. Or click yeah. No, goats just scream, right? I just picture that Taylor Swift song. Anubis with the sub as well. Jeez. You guys are going crazy tonight, huh? Paying forward the gift you got from A-Town, yes. Nice. Gifted to Skeet as well. Jeez. Well, anyways, that's yeah. I'm sorry. I was just stunned for a little bit right there. Sway subbed with Prime. Jesus. All right. You guys are going crazy. Just in time for cduffo to raise a fit. Yeah. Holy crap. Okay. Jesus. While I was looking at chat, some fires happened. All right. Let's wake you up. Get you on the fires. cduffo is a vampire, so he's naturally afraid of fire. So he's gonna keep getting pretty pissed off. Stream was fun, excited you're back up and live. Oh yeah. Whenever I can, I will be streaming every Wednesday. Once in a while, it might not be the case, but did we just lose all of our Devil Strand? Holy crap! Devil Strand takes forever to grow, and I just lost this entire pot of it, which I guess is a good time to condense it a little bit, because I want to build a little area here for our hops that looks as good as this area and this area here that we did. But okay, I keep hearing noises. I gotta see what's going on here. Rebel, thanks for the fall. Hype train started. Jeez, non-stop noise is all I've been hearing. Fish resubbed, much appreciated. Yeah, crazy. So yeah, basically, again, welcome in everybody. If you missed the very beginning, then just let me know in chat if there's anything that you think that other people don't know about Rimworld. If you're new to Rimworld, then maybe see what others say. If you're watching this on YouTube later in the VOD, then scan for some steel. Perfect, that's in our base. That'll be good. We got some underground steel here that we can mine out, which we desperately need so we can make components. We're building a fabricating bench right here. We just need somebody to deliver. Why is nobody delivering anything? You think you have everything optimized, and then it takes 4 days to build a fabrication bench. Okay, we have... No, I don't know what that lifter's doing. Anyways, yeah. So, Benny, you're going to church? Alright, see you later, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, so... If you're new, welcome to Empire's Hall. This is our long-term community Rimworld colony. All 6 of our starting colonists that you see at the top are based off people from the community. So you got Waff, who's like our miner and construction guy, also medical. cduffo is our vampire, heavy in the melee because that's how he plays in Project Zomboid. Also high planting skill because he works at a golf course, and high social skill because, it's cduffo. Man of the people right there. And I also snuck in some high intellectual. I don't know if that's true or not in real life, but we'll see. Throwing shade on cduffo. No, can't be doing that. Anubis is our crafter. He always goes crazy in Zomboid crafting, so naturally, Rimworld, that's how he ended up. Also does a lot of research into stuff, figuring stuff out, so that's cool. Frosia is good at construction and specifically plants and medical. Frosia's patched me together before on our Zomboid, on cduffo's Zomboid streams on his server. So yeah, just don't jump off of any one-story roofs in Zomboid for fun, because you'll need Frosia to patch you up afterwards. Skeet, he is our intellectual. Rejected proposal. Sway told A. McGuire that he wants to spend his life with her. A. McGuire rejected the proposal. Jeez, McGuire, what are you doing? That is, Sway is going to be unhappy about this. Let's see what... -18 mood. Alright, that lasts 25 days? Okay. Okay. So that's our cook with bad mood. So that means we're probably not going to get a lot of good meals now. That's okay. Um, but yeah, that's kind of yeah. And then we have Chef Sway cooking up the meals. I guess that's good transition to him. Cook also good at shooting in melee and some plants in there as well. Uh so yeah, that's a rough go. That's gonna be a rough 25 days for Sway, but you know, nothing like smashing some Raider heads or smashing some Z's heads. That'll definitely make it better. But yeah, if you're new here, basically right when we started this playthrough, we survived a bunch of insects attacking us is what I meant to say. um, before we even had any weapons, a bunch of heat waves and eclipses at the same time. We had shamblers, which are basically zombie corpses coming to our walls. Um, and yeah, just a bunch of different raids and mental breaks Sway's had. We got an achievement for having colonists, I think, was it 24 hours or 48 hours in a mental break state. So yeah, everything's fine. Everything's going great. Um, but things are actually going pretty well now. We have a nice mountain base. Most importantly for morale and for the economy, making money, a brewery and some hops growing outside. I guess before this fire happened. Jeez, I guess we have a few less hops. Um, got a brewery. We have some nice landscaped gardens going on that we will slowly add to every stream. Um, and yeah, we have also a proper recreation room, which is this strip here with a nice dance area. We can have like a dance party every, I think, 25 days or something like that. Yeah, 20 days. And both times we've tried it, we've not had a successful one that gives a mood boost. So we've decked out the room. Hopefully next time we do we do a good party. But basically what we're going to focus on this stream is building out and making our prison function a little bit better. That's going to be done with, you know, removing legs so they can't get out of bed and feeding them with nutrient paste drippers directly to their beds, because it's not a war crime if nobody knows. Nobody's going to get into our mountain, so nobody will know. And one of our long-term goals that I haven't messed around with before too much is genetics. So that's why we're trying to keep a whole variety of races as our prisoners. We got a couple impids. We have, was it Genie? No, Hussar. So we're gonna keep collecting people to eventually develop our gene bank, and you know, rip off their genes a little bit. Sick Nick, first time chatter from the raid. Welcome. This is a game you've always wanted to play but never got around to buying. It's so worth the money. It takes a little bit of time investment to figure out like which things will destroy a colony. But once you learn those things, watch a couple of YouTube videos, and it's just a colony simulation game. You have to figure out how to best use the people that you're given to get stuff done, and first survive, and then thrive, and then defend yourself. And there's absolutely zero shame in putting yourself on a lower difficulty. I usually play on the lowest or second to lowest difficulty, just because I hate dealing with kill boxes. I hate dealing with raids. Like, yes, I should have to deal with them every once in a while in a variety of forms, but it's not super fun for me. Making a pork roast right now? That sounds good. I just had spaghetti and like ground turkey with some barbecue sauce and called that good enough. Alright, how's everybody doing here? We got Walker, good. We're starting to get a bunch of steel. We have 900 steel. Another thing that we need to set up in this stream is fabrication. I don't know why. Oh, because we don't have enough components. Damn it. We're gonna either have to mine components, which I think we mined everything else, find some debris from space, which I'm not seeing, which means we have to either strip mine and hope we find it, or wait for a trader. We did set up this console somewhat recently, so maybe we'll get like orbital trader and go with that. But Froja lurking because you're on PZ, nice. Yeah, welcome to the stream. You helped put out the one of the first fires at the start of stream, so that was good work already. But yeah, things we're just trying to build out the colony a bit, so it stops feeling like a survival bunker and kind of feels like an actual place. Um, yeah, last stream on Discord we voted what we should prioritize next, and that was first the prison. So we'll first start off with doing some work there. Then it was to make the lab. This lab's super functional right now. This is all we need it to do is to stockpile some nutrimine and then turn that nutrimine into wake up, and then we use and sell that wake up um, for a ton of money actually. So that helps. Um, but yeah, one other thing, Sick Nick, about Rimworld is the modding community. I don't want to say anything's ever better than Project Zomboid because I know everybody here is mostly a Zomboid player. But I would say the modding community for Rimworld is better. Like the mods are absolutely solid. You rarely have any problems with them. There are some compatibility things with some mods and whatever, but like there's a mod out there. If you want to do a medieval playthrough, you can do that. Um, yeah, there's so many things. I literally just discovered after playing this game for like 8 years. I don't even probably more than that, but and I don't want to say how many hours. I found a mod that turns Rimworld into a factory game called Rim Factory. Definitely don't start off playing that mod because it's complex. uh, but it basically turns the game into Factorio, which I absolutely love. So that's gonna be like my next 5 playthroughs. All right, we got a little solar flare going on, which is fine. Just means our freezer will go above freezing. And what's the temperature out? It's 73, so we don't have to worry about the inside temperature of our mountain getting too crazy. So nothing too bad there. You got your special backpack waiting for you. Oh, jeez. Is it the same one that I had before, or is it a different variety? See, that's when the mods are perfect. Keep Zomboid out of your mouth. Yeah, I don't want to get slapped in the face, so. Alright, let's oh, time is already going 2 times speed. So yeah, let's get some prison work going on here. We already started separating some beds out. We're gonna have a nutrient paste dripper here. I guess I'll put the blueprints here so we can kind of picture it. No, that's under pipe networks. We can't afford these from a components standpoint. But we can put them down for more. We might mine out more area here for more beds. I don't know how many beds we're gonna need, but probably a solid amount. Do something similar here, maybe. No, that's not gonna work. You know, I'd rather keep this consistent than the very front. Let's do another bed here and there, and we'll put the drippers facing here and here, and just unallow those. That's kind of how this will get set up. Is we want to maximize the nutrient paste drippers so we don't have to waste our colonists' time going and feeding them. So that see if now you'll just get kissed. Is that a threat or a promise? Jeez. Anyways, yeah. Other than that, we're starting to smooth the walls in the prison, so that's starting to look good. We got some bathrooms installed, which is nice. I think one thing that we're missing in the prison is recreation. So while our prisoners still have legs, we might allow them to walk around and okay. We got 10 man-eating vultures. So I'm just gonna unallow the front door, and that won't be a problem. Hopefully we get raided, so then the vultures can take care of that raid. But it's probably unlikely that we will. If you see this map, all these red dots are the points when we got raided last. So there's been some gaps lately, so maybe we'll get a handful of raids. We're playing on Randy Random Storyteller mode, so it is kind of random. W Wiener backpack, excellent. I wouldn't have it any other way. That's the best backpack in the game. The bendy backpack. That's a good way to describe it. It doesn't It doesn't fold, it jiggles. Anyways, we are starting to get not low on food, but that is declining at a slightly alarming rate because I think we started off stream at this having like 2,200 potatoes. So I think I paused. I didn't realize. Maguire's having a beer. Yeah, that's what you need after rejecting somebody. Let's get rid of this as a grow zone. Let's build a new little area here. I still want to keep it hops because hops grow quickly, and I want the quick crops that we have growing closest to our freezer, so we minimize steps. What are you guys thinking for? Do we keep it like marble fences going around, or should we try out different material types to break up how the other two little areas look? I want to keep it hops, so maybe I don't know, put some like workbenches near the fence to make it a little bit more industrialized in this area since it's closer to our front door. I feel like that would be good. I'm like trying to bring in like Minecraft concepts that I've learned over the years for building into Rimworld, and it's not necessarily hard to translate. It's just I'm not the most creative. I don't think that way in terms of making stuff look nice in Rimworld. Okay, we're doing lots of mining. We really just need enough components so we can build a fabrication bench, so then we can produce our own components. So for the time being, we're gonna just make our own steel or stockpile steel until we can turn that steel into components. So I guess that works. But let's see. Structure, we have fence. We can make it out of all these different materials. A jade fence would be pretty nice. We only have 28 jade though. We might be able to actually get away with jade. I don't know if that would look too weird. I feel like a green fence would look a little weird. We don't have a lot of limestone. Maybe, I don't know. I'm conflicted. I should just choose something. Let's do a wooden fence. We'll go with like the wood industrial aesthetic. Let's get some fence posts there. Fence posts like that. Maybe something like that. Have an open area here. I should have an open area there as well. Maybe expand the open area on the corner. No, I don't want to put a gate there. I do like the sound of the wooden gates though. They do sound nice. Something about them. Couch is rating with a party of 15. Much appreciated. How's it going? How did stream go? What game do you play? We are right now doing a long-term Rimworld colony. If you're new joining for the first time, this is our long-term community Rimworld colony. Play a lot of Project Zomboid with cduffo, who streams Project Zomboid. So lots of community members. A lot of our colonists are community members from cduffo's Zomboid community over there. So we have a whole bunch of people running from, Waff, who's mining, cduffo, since he does a lot of melee and stuff in Project Zomboid. He is our melee expert. Just takes care of business with that. But basically we survived a whole bunch of things early on, from insects just like knocking out 2 people right away before we even had any weapons when we just spawned in, to now pretty well off. I wouldn't say flourishing colony, but it is definitely a good colony. For this playthrough, we're going to focus on genetics, which is something I've never really focused on. Which, if you saw, we have a few different races of people here that we are collecting, so we can build up our gene bank later on. Coach Evening was streaming some Rimworld yourself. Haven't played much, and not usually a game, but a lot of fun. Nice. Slowly filling up a notepad with how to not immediately die. Yeah, that's how this game goes. You learn very quickly not to build all your buildings out of wood, and especially flooring out of wood. I have a whole bunch of hours in this game, and there's still like stuff that I'm learning like every time I play. Especially, that's like the main reason why I stream now, is just to have fun and try different things. but I mean, mainly try different things. Normally, I wouldn't mess around with genetics because it takes a while to get established, and by that time, I'm, kind of already have my main people. But yeah, whether it's people talking in chat or in the comments and YouTube afterwards, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I learn and that I want to continue to learn. So let me know in chat if there's anything that you think that a lot of people might not know exists in Rimworld. Yeah, like in Project Zomboid the other day, I learned that you could use your mouse to click on like the lights on the doors instead of right clicking and going through the menus, and that you can just click on it. So like little stuff like that, kind of the equivalent for Rimworld as well. Couch, appreciate the fall. Oh, Catharsis, I missed the hydrate. Take some water right now. Follower goal of 60 was just completed. Let's go. I don't even know what the next goal would be, but yeah, if you're just joining in, basically for this stream, we're building up our prison, making it a bit more organized. You can see we're going to add some nutrient paste drippers to the beds. That way we can automate our prison a little bit. Eventually forcefully remove some legs from our prisoners, and then the drippers will keep them fed without colonists having to waste steps to get to them. I don't know how that's gonna work with hygiene, because I think they still need to get like bathed and stuff, so it might not really save that much time, but we're gonna try it out. Our ladder's broken in PZ, MP. I feel like they've never really worked in multiplayer. cduffo was the one to ask on that. One day you'll have a colony like this one. Oh, this mountain bases are the way to go, especially if you're learning, because they're very forgiving. I've just found comfort in mountain bases, so that's how I've been playing. How do you turn on self-tending? Oh, I didn't even notice somebody was self-tending. If you go to a colonist, actually, you can just go to this main tab here. There's a little self button, allow self-tend. And it might be, I don't know if this is from a mod that it puts it here, but if it's not here, then it might be, it is in the health tab as well, allow self-tend. You can toggle that on or off. So this actually might be from a mod. I don't know what mod that would be from. But yeah, there's little stuff like that you gotta figure out, and that comes with just watching other people play Rimworld. It's a super fun game. I don't want to say how many hours I have in it, but and there's a lot of good quality of life mods. I like the one that like puts everybody's moods that you can see in different colors at the top. Yeah, there's just other stuff like that. So right now I think while our prisoners have legs, we're gonna give them at least a little something to do. Enjoy the little time that they have with their legs. They can play chess in the dark. That seems honestly pretty generous. I'll put in the lamp over here. We'll call that good. Since we finally started deep drilling, we are producing our own steel, and if this isn't from a mod or anything, this is in base vanilla, you could just research deep drilling and then ground penetrating scanner, and eventually your people who have high intelligence skill, that's not it, will go to ground penetrating scanner, scan for minerals, and if you click on this, you can see these green patches. This just says there's a whole bunch of steel here. Further away, it kind of just finds spots randomly, so you have to get lucky with where they're placed. Hopefully it's near your infrastructure, but it just gives you unlimited resources. It's not OP or anything. That's why it's in vanilla. Medical emergency. I should probably look at this. Tom, what's going on? Oh yeah, you're gonna die. You have a go juice dependency, and last ingested 55 days ago. After 60 days, you will die. So you got 5 days left to live, unless we can find some go juice. I don't think we have any. We have beer. I don't think that's gonna cut it though. All right, Couch, hopping off, to go to bed. Appreciate the raid, and I'll have to check out one of your streams. All right, yeah, construction bot's already going to town on the chess table. Honestly, I feel like it'd be nice to have a normal colonist build that, just so it's a higher quality, but I don't know if that actually matters. I mean, I think it does. This is like the little stuff that I don't know. Like quality for a chess table, does it improve how quickly people recover recreation. I don't know. But since I think Froja is good at construction, we'll have her step in and build that real quick. So appreciate it, Froja. Always come to the rescue, it seems like. And one of our other goals for this stream was to kind of build up our lab area. This is purely functional at the moment, and we didn't even smooth out the walls. I guess we have 3 smooth walls. Excellent. So let's, while we're building up the prison, let's go over to our lab here. And I don't know what would look. I feel like insetting the lab into the wall a little bit will look best. I do want the Nutrimine to be pretty close to the drug lab, and we also need a chair. Let's get an armchair for our Breaking Bad drug makers. Hopefully we're not making meth, we're just making Wake Up. And yeah, just make Wake Up forever. Eventually, once we research, which reminds me, we don't have any research projects going. We actually did, since we have Skeet going crazy with research, we actually did a number on research. We don't have vault walls yet, which are pretty OP. We should get septic tanks, honestly, because then we can convert people's crap into chem fuel, which will be nice. I think what I want to do with the lab is put some tool cabinets first, just to get the bonus productivity. Let's expand this zone. Shrink it right there. Does Nutrimine? No, Nutrimine can't go in those. So let's get that, and then let's go straight over to our props mod. And I was looking at this a little bit before, and I think the best way to do it is go with, I don't think there was much in labs, so let's go to, where was it? Industrial? No, it wasn't industrial. What was it? Vaults? No, ancient? It might have been ancient. Oh, workshop, here it is. Okay, yeah, let's, oh, we don't have any silver. We won't be able to build any of this. Alright, well, that answers that question. We will not do any decorating of the lab right now, but we will smooth the walls. Just gotta make it look good, and we can decide what we want for flooring. For a lab, I feel like something funky would be cool. Maybe a mix of mosaic tile. Make it look a little, I don't want to say futuristic, but kind of make it look futuristic. Maybe put some sterile tile. I know you won't be able to see that underneath the workshop floor there, but something like that maybe. Let's get some other mosaic. Maybe do like a little mosaic part going up and down. Something like that, and then do sterile tile for the rest of it. We will see how that turns out, and we'll definitely have to wait and see until we get some silver, because we won't be able to build the sterile tile until we get some silver. What's your favorite excuse me, what's your favorite room in the base? Favorite room in the base? Honestly, I'm very, very proud of I know this isn't in the base, but I'm very proud of these gardens. I've never made a garden like functional and look good. So, which reminds me, we kind of left off doing that. We'll get to that. The kitchen came out pretty okay. I think there's some empty space here that I can fill in. Yeah, just have some bits and bobs. This is septic tanks research. Nice. Let's go back to main. Let's I don't think we'll be able to make go juice for the guy who's gonna die in 5 days, but might as well be prepared. Let's do mortars. Yeah, I don't think I'm finished yet with the kitchen. The freezer has some work to do. I don't know if I'll necessarily decorate that. I'll probably keep it mostly purely functional. Hydroponics we haven't gone to yet. The bedrooms all are coming out good. So, wait a minute. So Sway proposed to Maguire. Maguire rejected, but they're still both sleeping with each other. Alright. Okay, sure. Whatever works. Honestly, this recreation room is pretty cool. It's kind of the combined, dance area plus a pretty functional rec room. And this was like the first thing that we like decorated. Um, and I just like this little nook here. I know you can't really see the books on the bookshelf, but it's got a nice little nook here. And maybe if I made it a little bit wider, then it would look a little bit better. Uh, get these cloth armchairs kind of out of the walking path, but whatever. We could also just remove one. But if you're playing poker, you need the 4 chairs there. Um, but yeah, that's my favorite room so far. Prison, have you gone to any anomaly yet? No. We'll probably get to anomaly once we make our first advanced component. Once we are producing those on our own, then I think we will go over to the monolith, and that will be when we start all of that. I don't know much about anomaly, so it'll be fun to get into that a little bit, but I do want to make sure we are established. We do have a goated team, so that certainly helps. Um, but yeah, it's still going to be probably a couple streams before we touch any anomaly. What's your favorite room in the base? Skeet says party room. Yeah. One light ball. I don't know if you're supposed to have more than one, but we have 6 speakers, and they take a decent amount of power. I should probably turn those off, but we're chilling on power right now. Do we have? Okay, we do have geothermal. How many vents do we have within our walls? We just have the one, but then there's another vent there and another vent there, so we might tap into that at some point. Extend the wall. I know this is kind of hard to see zoomed out, but extend the wall. I think that's fertile soil right there. Yeah, it's fertile soil there, fertile soil there. Nope, not that. So maybe extend the wall a bit around the monolith and around this geyser, and that'll be a good Lebensstrom. That'll be a good claim of territory. Sway shot is shot, man. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it happens, You just go for it, Alright, it's bad when your lifters don't have anything to do, and Sway doesn't have anything to do? We gotta go... Oh, we can't go hunting, because I think we still have vultures outside. Nope, we don't. So, is there anything for us to hunt? We have some donkeys, let's go donkey hunting. Get some meat so Sway can make some fine meals and get people's moods up. We don't really need it for the mood boost, but it's always good just to have fine meals. Yeah, got fine meals set to 300, stock 300 of them, and simple meals only to 50. So we can build up some of our inventory here. I think Anubis is our hunter. Anubis is going to have a lot of work to do once we can finally craft components. Oh, these donkeys have gear on them. Smoke shell, uranium, Glitterworld medicine 9. Nice. I always find myself never using Glitterworld medicine, but like I feel like it's too good to use. So wait, what are you doing, man? Hauling the donkey. Yeah, checks out. Alright, so we got a couple donkeys, nice. Wow, stuff is getting built. Let's go back to our garden area. I think I want to extend this another couple and maybe just put like a gate here. I want an entrance there. And maybe have it start falling off a little bit like this. Give it a nice organic feel. I kind of want it to be like drawn out this way and downwards. So we'll try to make that happen. Maybe have like an open spot in the middle there. I don't know. I'm just making this up on the spot, but something like this I think could be cool. I'm like the Bob Ross of creative Rimworld gardens. No, every fence is a happy fence. I think this kind of looks a little bit too broken up in the corners, so I might do something like that. And maybe put like a hard edge there. See how that looks. And let's get a grow zone in here so we can start growing some hops. I just want to try to make it not feel super rectangly, and let's just set this so it's hops so our bot doesn't grow the wrong thing. Kind of want this area to be recessed a little bit so it's like people are trampling the crops. And then maybe like this area growing out a tiny bit, maybe shrink that part right there. Like overgrowing the fence a tiny bit. Something like that. I feel like that could look pretty cool. Nice lawn, yeah. Gotta get the residential or the resident golf groundskeeper here doing his work, making a little beer garden. In terms of other decoration, we don't have any silver, so we can't really do any decorations. We gotta get some silver. There's not any silver laying around from dead raiders. Nah. Ooh, Chemfuel. What is that? Die? Donkey did die over here with glitter wool medicine. Honestly, can't say no to glitter wool medicine. I know I will never use it, but it is what it is. Alright, Shamblers. 13 Shamblers. Alright, I guess we will make sure nobody goes out there, and that glitter wool medicine I will certainly forget about, so it was a nice thought thinking I could get some glitter wool medicine. And let's cut this double strand, get it out of the way. It's gonna take forever to grow anyways. Let's for now expand the devil strand down just so we can get some more harvest. Oh, once you grow like first couple things of devil strand, then you don't need too much. You almost died, but your gear saved you. Looks nice, good job. What town you at? Also, yeah, we got enough wood. Okay, nice. And I also wanted to add some pathways outside. I think I used marble, so we'll keep. Yeah, we did. We'll keep using marble. Maybe do like a path like this. Kind of put a little bit of an arch to it. Something going this way. Maybe not block, have a full stop there, but something like that. We'll definitely want some flagstone going this way, around our table, around our bench, and then as a bit of a pathway. Now it seems like I'm going a little crazy with the tile, but it'll all come together and look good. Hopefully. Clash user. You love me? Question mark? Hopefully you're having a great night, Clash user. Get to relax for the rest of the night. Wednesday, hump day. Made it past halfway through the work week. Let's go. That's always a good time. Good feeling. Not good time. I mean, I guess it could be a good time. I might, since these hops are like poking past the fence a little bit, I might have our flagstone like fizzle out a tiny bit over here. Make it look a little more spotty. So it looks like the actual garden or crop area is kind of taking over and reclaiming. Get some of this where the foot traffic will be to go to the bathroom, and then maybe a broken look like that over to the ground penetrating scanner. We're still ignoring this giant sewage outlet that's just dumping all of our sewage right by our beautiful, nice gardens. But hey, that's the way it is. You get a boost for using the stone table inside. Yes, that is true. Eating inside is good. The only benefit to having a table outside is people who are trapped inside, whether they are just mining constantly like Waff or just cooking constantly inside like Sway. If they don't get inside, then they'll have, you know, a little bit of a debuff from being trapped indoors kind of thing. So that is the only benefit you get with the table being outside, is because they'll spend some time outside. But usually you don't really need to put a table outside, because if you just put like a horseshoe pin outside, people will get their fix in. They'll do that. I mean the table you used to break chunks. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there is zero reason why this should be outside other than the fact, yeah, it's 56% right now, outdoors and bad temperature. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Originally, this is where our stockpile was because we didn't have much of a mountain carved into, and eventually you put a little thing right here, so I think I just might move this temporarily. Honestly, I could, no, I'll move it temporarily right there. I think this storage is preferred and this one is critical, so they're all going to come here anyways. And I want to make sure that, nope, oh, disappeared. All right. Once it gets delivered, I want to make sure that the bill has it so it drops on the ground, because we recently got some mechs in the colony, and once we get mechs, I just, drop on the floor. Everything gets dropped to the floor and they can figure it out. Good call out, fish. Yeah, that's been inefficient for a while. And that new Rim Factory mod I got, like literally yesterday, has like automatic machines for masonry, for cooking, for butchering. You can set up whole like conveyor belts and everything in Rimworld. It's scratches every itch that I. Ooh, we got some stuff that I've. Okay, this we don't necessarily want to do anything with. We have Vampire Shuttle. They will crash land here, and we can fight and capture them. We are in a good position to fight really anything that comes our way, especially at this difficulty. We don't necessarily need a vampire because we have cduffo as our vampire, and we have a whole bunch of different races. Was it health? What is it under? Social? No, wait, social. It's going to be bio. Alright, can just look at this. Xenotype. Alright, well, Froja wasn't a good example there. Anubis is a genie, cduffo's a vampire, Waff is a dirt mole, Skeet should be a genie as well, and McGuire might be a normal person, baseliner. So we have the variety. I don't think we need to take on that vampire, do anything with them. We are out of chem fuel, which heats all of our water. So now people should be getting a debuff of being cold. Froja ate without a table? Froja, what are you doing? Do we have to add? No, we have a... What are you doing? There's a table there and there's a table out here, and that should cover most of the base at the moment. Alright, nice. We got our chest table built up in the prison. We might honestly expand this, and we might have the future gene room like way back in the back of the prison. I think that could be pretty cool. So let's expand the prison by just a little bit, you know. Maybe something like this. Waffle start making light work of that. And yeah, the prison won't be done in this stream. I know that was what was voted in the Discord as the main thing to tackle this stream. So we're going to tackle rearranging some of the beds, adding some new beds, which we have already done. Could probably add another bed over there. We can get some infrastructure for the nutrient paste drippers. And it took me this long to realize there were hidden nutrient paste drippers. So right now we can see this giant pipe. There's zero reason other than not having steel to have that pipe visible. So learn something new every time, I guess. We're gonna have a row of drippers here, so I'll just put down a line there, and connect it here. We're also gonna have a dripper right there, and probably a dripper here, and maybe a dripper on this other side for another bed right there. This prison is honestly gonna look pretty cool. I'm excited to see how it turns out. and grows over time as we need it to grow, because we're gonna have a lot of genes that we want to splice together. All right, researched mortars. Let's see. Transport pods are always good to have. Do we have the ability to make chem fuel? I don't know if I've built a biofuel refiner. If not, maybe that's a room that we dedicate and make either later this stream or next stream. What's Froja saying? Social. Froja and Sway chatted about fat animals. Do we have any fat animals? We have a dog and a lizard. So one of them's fat, apparently. Zappy or Iggy. Okay, those shamblers are still here, but it looks like they're dying. Shambler 2 days, so a handful of them have a little bit of life left in them, so we won't allow... This is a pretty big actual, like, garden area. I mean, I think that looks fine. I don't know if it's the wood fence throwing me off a little bit. Maybe it's the paths that we just put in. Honestly, the paths look pretty okay. They look kind of blocky. I think that might be a mod that I have that tries to like retexture the ground and stuff. So it might be because of that, and it's like easier to see instead of easily transitioning from the flagstone into dirt. I don't know. Who's the medical emergency marker? Who's the medical emergency marker? If you're saying like who's our on the site EMT, that's definitely Froja. Level 15 medical double passion. I think Skeet. No, not Skeet. Not Sway. Sway can't do medical. cduffo can't do medical. A Waff is also medical. Must have been that Waff used to be like an Eagle Scout. Used to run the first aid area at a scouting event, and yeah, might be that background that plays into it. There's a medical emergency on the... Oh, that's Tom. Tom is about to die because he has a go juice dependency, and after 60 days he will die of not ingesting go juice, and he last ingested it 59 days ago. So yeah. He's our only hussar that we have. cduffo was kind enough to at least give him a meal. Maybe we should He's withdrawing Ripser. Yeah. Withdrawing, but worse. Yeah. Hopefully I built it into our religion that we can harvest people's organs. Because this guy, his dying wish was to give us his left lung and his left kidney. And yeah, we made sure to fulfill that wish of his. It's very generous of him to, at a place that he spent so much time to really have the best interests of everybody as a whole on his deathbed. So that's, GG's Tom. It's been nice. I do think that we need to transition away from Tom and maybe make the prison look a tiny bit more like the flooring a little bit better. I think this is an area that we can certainly improve, and we can do so with some carpet. The natural like prison color is this like brownish orange color. I don't know if this is more like this. I feel like this is a nice color. So let's go add a splash of color. Something like this I think could go a long way. Maybe break it up a tiny bit. And it does drive me crazy that the door is off center. I mean, I guess it isn't. I just dug into this room, so yeah, just don't pay attention to that. That's Popcorn Singer. Okay, well, if he wishes. Yeah, yeah, Tom, dying wish, you know. He also wanted us to take his heart, but we knew that would kill him, so we're like, no, we don't want to do that. You already given enough. His leg left, jeez. His left leg being cut off is separate story. But that's okay. That's okay. Nobles in the crosshairs. Is this the Empire needs something from us? Ooh, okay. So Empire wants to stay at our place for 13 days with 2 court allies. Let me put something slightly interesting on the screen. Oh, this carpet is very different texture than the marble tile. I don't know if I love that. We'll sit with it for a little bit. Let me know what you think. Maybe marble tile just isn't the play. What prison has marble tile in it? Anyways, this person and his allies have been targeted for death and need a safe place to stay until they can purge their court. However, their enemies have hired garbage partners to hunt them. There will be 2 raids of roughly a whole bunch of people. You must keep the mood of the Imperials above 35%. The Imperials will not do any work. Okay, so one of our main long-term goals of this playthrough is anything that the Empire needs help with, we'll do as long as it won't kill us. Ooh, 800 plasteel? What is this? Medical? Max level 14. People can read from book. Man in Black time. All right, so let's do that. Imperials arrive. We got 2 decent-sized raids. They will be. What is it? Okay, this guy's just going, chilling. All right, you do that. Hopefully the Shamblers are still alive and take some of the brunt. 11 hours they have on them, so we will see. Research transport pod, cool. I just don't want anybody going outside of our walls. Diodos, I read his name incorrectly on first read by. He's my man in black time. He's my hero. So hopefully those guys spawn in pretty quick. I haven't checked on our. Okay, yeah, I've got plenty of space still. Honestly, we have a decent amount of beer. 344. That'll pay for some steel and components at some point. Let me just make sure everybody's all kitted up. We have shield belts, ranged shield belts, which, if you know anything about them, might be slightly OP, but that's okay. That's just my play style. That's how I play. We are starting to accumulate toxic waste packs, so we do have to, at some point, if we can't find anything that eats pollution, like Pollux trees, then we need to see if we want to explore this stockpile, go underground, and either just use it as a place to dump all our waste packs, which I think is slightly lame. I also think the alternative for this stockpile could be turning it into a prison, because I'm testing out in one of my other playthroughs, but apparently if there's anything underground, slaves and I assume prisoners as well can't escape. The rebellion period for slaves is like never. It will never happen because they're underground. And I haven't tested it with prisoners, so Anubis, let me know if bulk goods trader. Let's get cduffo because he's our highest. He should be our highest skilled. Social, and I think this might be our first orbital trader, so we're gonna go to town here. How we don't have chocolate, I don't know, because we have some trees, so apparently we're eating all of it, unless we recently sold it. Alright, Nutrimine, we want to buy all of this because we can sell it for a ton. Components, we want to buy all of you. Devil Strand, we can get rid of all of our other leathers. We don't have any human leather, which is sad. Medicine, we have 40-something medicine, so we're good on that. Oh, Go Juice! Wait. Wait a minute, we have Go Juice? Or is it just like on our map somewhere? We might be able to save Tom. I feel like at this point we just let him go because he already donated to the cause. Do we buy hops so we can make more beer? so then we can sell beer to buy more hops. We're certainly selling all of our beer. Sorry if this is slightly boring, but this is how wealth transfer happens, and need to make sure that you take advantage of all the traders that come by. And if you can build some sort of economy, whether it's, you know, hops and beer or selling crops, which isn't great, but it's something, or just turning the extra leather that you have into dusters, because dusters are really good for cash. And just selling all your old clothes that you don't need anymore. That can build up some wealth, and you can turn that wealth into stuff that you actually need, whether it's to progress or for defense. If you're not investing in defense, then you won't have anything to protect after a little while. Mostly depending on what storyteller settings you're on. But I guess we can buy some medicine, ball out, maybe buy some steel, buy some plasteel. Okay, we can't buy plasteel. Or we can buy plasteel if we don't buy steel, which I think is the better option, because we're gonna get 800 plasteel from this quest though. And you can have too much plasteel. You can never have too much steel. Anyways, I know this is probably not great to watch. So yeah. Components are the big thing. 17 components will go a long way. This is actually huge, because now we can build. I'm gonna rush to have Frosia build our fabrication bench, because we need that done now, so we can start making Anubis do 60-hour work weeks making components for us, getting our component stocks up to 50 and then 100, and then producing advanced components, which isn't too far away, honestly, once we get a solid component stock. But we've been holding off on spending components. Now we can build our nutrient paste strippers, especially with all the steel that we're getting from our deep drill. We've already mined out, what, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, like over 2,000, definitely over 2,000 steel from this area. So that's a good way to do it late game. Tom's died. Our dog's gonna haul him into our fridge. We won't have, nope, dog is gonna put him in a pond. Yep. Are we not cannibals? I thought we were cannibals. Factions, where is it? Achievements. Well, you can tell I really don't check on the ideology tab. My where? What? Did we not have? Did we just harvest someone's organs? Okay. Yeah, we don't we don't have an ideology. I thought we were cannibals. Those are my 2 other playthroughs that I'm doing off stream. Alright. So yeah, I thought that body was gonna go into the freezer, and then Sway was gonna chop that body up and turn it into food. That would have been fun to watch. But yeah, that is not this playthrough. Save Tom. Oh! Yep. I forgot that there's... I'll feel bad, honestly, if there's go juice in our stockpile. I hope it's in their stockpile. Okay. Right there. Alright, well, it's nice that it's permanent summer out, because every day is mostly a good day. When are we going to get raided by these? I hope it's not... So sometimes these raids... Okay, shuttle arrives in 12 days, so it can happen anytime in that 12 days. Sometimes you get down to like the last 2 days, and you get both the raids basically at the same time. I really hope that doesn't happen, because I don't think we have any allies to call on. Do we have... Now might be a good time to make another assault rifle and give that to Maguire. So Anubis is going right on that. Prison break. Alright. cduffo, where are you at? Oh, you do have to death rest at some point. Alright, this dude's a noble, so let's get him out of the way. I don't want him hurt, so then his mood goes down. Let's I just gotta see where everybody is. Let's get Maguire. Let's get Waff. Let's get cduffo to put down this descent. cduffo does have a plasma sword, so if he does any melee, he might kill them. So maybe maybe we shouldn't have cduffo. Oh great, okay, yeah, I forgot that they can spew fire. Okay, both of them. This is good. This is good. Excellent. Waff is on fire and running to the carpet. Hopefully you don't stop, drop, and roll and catch the prison on fire. The temperature inside is already climbing to 85 degrees. This dude's already down. Alright, cduffo, take care of business. While Waff and Maguire run around on fire. Waff is actually pretty yeah, let's extinguish Waff real quick. cduffo is going to be a true friend this time. Waff's just going to go in the water. You know what? That's the smart thing to do. Meanwhile, our nutrient paste is on fire. Excellent. And let's make sure the power lines did not get disconnected. Excellent. Alright, Maguire, you can... These guys are still trying to escape. Sway, if you can capture both of them, that would be great. Oh, this dude has a plasma sword too. Maybe we should have had him help out. Clean Sweeper is on it. Alright, these guys are bleeding out. Frosia is on scene, healing one of them. Who's our other doctor? Frosia and Waff. Waff needs assistance. Or needs tending, so that's fine. Nobody's bleeding out anymore. So we're chilling. I guess the prison just won't have food for a tiny bit until those nutrient paste pipes get fixed. But that was the calmest "Are we not cannibals?" I've ever heard. yeah, this is fine. This is fine. This is why you take their legs. Honestly, that's the next step. That's what they have coming for them at this point. If they're gonna throw up this much of a stink, I don't care if they're pissed off that Tom died and that's where they see their life going. They're not gonna have legs anymore. Didn't you get Rimworld medicine? It is trapped outside because there were shamblers that entered before we could get it. It is rotting away right here, but we still got a bunch of days on that. All right. We have a little bit of silver. Where did that? Okay, we got everything. I thought we got more silver from that. I thought we got like 500. Oh, it was used to do the sterile tile on Frosia. Can you please tend Waff? Thank you. And Maguire, where the heck are you? Dude, what are you doing? You have 14 conditions that need tending. Go in here. Have Frosia take care of you. I don't know why I had to manually do that. Does he have like a pain threshold? Or did I not set his patient? He should have gone there. Or she. Or Maguire's a she. That's okay. Micromanaging. That is how you build a good colony. Alright, I am looking. Jeez, I can't talk tonight. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm rusty from not streaming last week. I am liking the look of the lab area, and since we just got some silver from trading, I think we can go ahead, build some props. I always get nervous when the game lags and saves itself because I think I'm going to get raided. I was saying I like some stuff from like the work area. Scanned underground uranium. If it's close, we'll get it eventually. Let's get some sciencey. I thought that, yeah, there are some beakers and stuff. Let's do an empty workbench right here. Toss down a couple Bunsen burners. Get those going. Adjustable wrench. Yeah, why not? Let's get a different bench. Empty smithing. Only cost 10 silver, so let's do it. Well, we can get some smithing related stuff over there. Different kind of wrench. Ooh. Oh man, now we're getting too fancy. fabrication laser. It doesn't like fit right on there. That might work. Actually, can I do it? No, I can't have it closer to the wall. That would have been cool. Scattered documents, I think, would look pretty cool. That's like for a bigger table, I think. Maybe on the floor. Alright, alright. Just for good taste, we'll put a little blood on the ground right there. Somebody jammed their finger in the machine or something. Not OSHA certified at all. That is not how this goes. We could do a I don't know why you need a saw in a drug lab, but hey, if it's Breaking Bad, it comes in handy. Ooh, some tongs. Tongs could be good. Nice, nice. Small vent. Ooh. Oh, we don't have any silver. That's as much as we can do on the lab. That looks already way better than it was. I kind of like the sleek but messy, slightly chaotic style of it. I'd like to put like another drain over here, but and maybe another table in this corner here, like a two long or 3 long table, and some more stuff on it. But I think that already looks way better. Scanned underground steel, more of it way out there. This is where our uranium was. Oh, uranium is near a prison, so we'll tap into that at some point. Cool, cool, cool. And if you're just joining the stream, welcome. If you've been watching this for a little bit, then consider joining Discord. I'll put any announcements there. We have some running like stories. If you missed previous streams, we have some running like a long-term, a long form, like story summary of the total playthrough so far, and we have a short form, like condensed summary. Also, if you don't want to read all of it, that's the better option for that. But that's how you can get caught up quick if you miss a stream here or there. So make sure to join the Discord, say hi to everybody, and share your colony in the Discord too. I'm curious to see what people have been up to. I think it's about time. We don't have silver. I was gonna put a sterile floor in our research area, but we'll hold off on that. And let me know if the link to the Discord works now. Before, somebody said the link was expired, and I think I put it on a link that no longer expires. So let me know on that front. If it's still not working, then or it says link invalid, then let me know. But it should be good to go. I like to add little like spots in the colony like this. That, I mean, this doesn't tell much of a story, but it's a little like details like that. Is there something for like water? I could put like vomit or something. Yeah, little stories like that are fun to stumble on when you're looking through the colony. I don't know if the blood is too over the top, but yeah, builds a little story. Everybody's just walking through the blood like it's another day, so works for you, perfect. Thanks. All right, I'm still not convinced on this. We should have saved some silver to make this look good, but maybe we do that later in the stream or next stream. I do see that our batteries are taking a little hit now that we're. Ooh, I haven't set up the fabrication bench. What was that noise? Oh, we do have a pox tree, but we don't have any. Okay, so there's already pollution here. This red is pollution that was already there. So we haven't put any of our toxic waste packs out here. So we'll let this tree build more of a radius and then start putting some packs there. Maybe we could just do one zone here for our toxic waste packs. It's better than nothing, I guess. Definitely don't want to do more than that because it'll outstrip how quickly the tree can absorb. But if we can get a few trees over the course of this playthrough, then our pollution troubles should be mostly solved. And we are, I wouldn't say we're running out of food, but we are eating a bunch of food with this many people visiting. We might have to start forcing people to do nutrient paste. We still haven't been raided. How many days are left on that? 10 days? It's only been a couple days. Let's speed up time a little bit. Yeah, I'm liking how the lab is my favorite part of the stream so far. I think that's come out pretty good, and it's not even done yet. More underground steel, far away, so it doesn't matter. Alright, what else? Everything's looking pretty good. I'm definitely not sold on the yellow carpets here, or the brown carpets, yellow brown. I think it's too harsh of a texture change with the marble tile. Maybe if we do fine, it'll turn out slightly different. I think we do have a lot of cotton, so we can put that in, see how that looks at least. But I don't know. I might have to like break up the like uniformity of the marble tile. Maybe put some in the high traffic areas, put some flagstone. Something like this. Just some texture variation that kind of ties it together a little bit. This is where like watching Green, Minecraft, Hermitcraft, that's where all this inspiration comes from. Transferring that to Rimworld. Let me put some in front of the bathrooms there, where the table is. Oh, that does look kind of different from the tile too. This is marble, right? Yeah, marble flagstone. I'm not sold on that either. I think having the fine carpet helps. I'm definitely not sold on the flagstone. Maybe I just have to do everything. Splash it around like that. Yeah, I don't know. I could take a try. All right, we'll see how that turns out. I don't know if I'll stick with that, but at least the prison will be a constantly expanding thing. So yeah, it might have been better to do like limestone tile instead of just marble flagstone. We don't have that much limestone. We only have 14, so we can do some quick. Place that there, see how different it is. We might be able to see how fine tile looks. I don't know, we'll see. Seems like our builders have smoothed a lot of the surfaces that we told them to, so let's have them continue on with that, honestly. Oh, gotta get our recreation room all decked out with smooth walls. Oh, and the throne room. Can't have cduffo being worshipped in squalor. No, we need smooth walls. Smooth walls for a smooth brain, that's what I say. For myself. Not cduffo. No. Ooh, I do like the limestone. We might have to. I don't think we have any limestone on our map, right? Oh, we do. Alright. Are there any that's close to us? Yes. Let's get some lime. I like the limestone chunks. I think that's a better way of doing it because it's a bit more subtle. The texture difference between the marble tile, even the limestone tile, and the carpet is still pretty abrupt, but I think with the fine carpet in there, it makes it look a little bit better. So let's get some limestone. And this will kind of be like the worn out areas that we're trying to do with the flagstone. I don't like the flagstone at all, so let's get rid of that. Trial and error. I also don't like the fine marble. Meteorite shower. These are always good unless they land on your stuff. Okay, nice. Components. I think that's the only useful thing. Sometimes there's like plasteel gold, like giant veins that come from them. So we'll get to those components in a bit. It should be a decent amount. cduffo, did dinner come out just as good as you were hoping? Ooh, I don't think we can process any more. We have limestone chunks. Can we just force Anubis? No, Anubis. Alright, I think we got distracted from creating a build and make components. Let's do that until we have, let's say, 50 components for now, because Anubis will be busy with that. Just drop on the floor. And for making components, I do like to specifically choose who does it, because I don't want some random person coming up and doing it. So Anubis is going right to town. The steel and stuff should naturally be in here. I think we set that up. Geez, lots of underground scanning going on. Alright, nothing too close to us, so that's fine. We got 3,000 steel. We had like 200 steel beginning of this stream. We definitely used a ton already, so that deep drill is helping a ton. I am starting to like the direction that the prison's going. I feel like no prison is complete unless you have some wall torches, so let's get some wall torches in there. I'll give some natural light, really spruce up the place. I think if we do, maybe don't put that wall torch there and instead put even this one over here. See how that looks. Came out splendid. Now you're ready to drop a 30 burger on Fort. Nice. Yeah, I gotta collect those sprites or whatever they're called. Do wall torches affect the room's heat? I think they do. Slightly. Which indoors it is 75 and it should be closer to 70. So it is 111 outside, so I guess that's understandable that it is 75 inside. But what that really means is we need to add some more coolers, and if I was smart, we have a third cooler over here, and it's already warmed this room up. Yeah. This is all like underground mountain too, so we can't like tear down some roof and expose it to... Oh. Alright, well, we will get to heat management in a little bit. I do want to see where this plasteel is. Okay, that might be gettable. We are going to have enough plasteel once we complete this quest, but some more steel. This looks like right here. Perfect. That is certainly very usable. Sprite cranberry. I can use a nice... Oh! I should have saved. Alright, a group of wasters have dropped in right on top of you. They are attacking immediately. They're using clever tactics. They'll avoid your turrets. Good thing we don't have any turrets, so that's great. Okay, so cduffo and Sway are the only ones outside. I'm hoping the raiders, if they spawn away from our base, that they might go for these insects. If they don't, I hope they don't catch stuff on fire, because the inside of our mountain is going to get very hot, and this could be pretty bad. So we will draft everybody, put them inside. We will also select all mechs and draft them, put them in front so they can take the beating. Anubis is way back there, so that doesn't help too much. We'll have the mechs protect Anubis, and we'll recruit the Imperial guys and put them in the back. Now, the areas where we can get drop rated in are all these light green areas, so they can drop here, they can drop here, they can drop in our solar area, they can drop in our entrance or outside. So we will see. I'm just going to save right from the start of this. I do save scum every now and then if it's catastrophic. And I feel like that's important to save scum every once in a while. Because, alright, they are going for it. At least cduffo is the only one that's outside right now. There shouldn't be, it doesn't look like there's too many of them. Kind of want to, we're going to have to zoom out right when this gets going. cduffo, you're going to stay right there and force them to only attack one at a time. And then we will take everybody else, especially everybody with a gun, and put them pretty close to you so they don't shoot you. And honestly, that should, if it's only 3 or 4 drop pods, it should be, nope, cduffo, get there, please. There we go. Honestly, I feel like cduffo could, alright, there's 7 fires, this is good. Alright, let's push up a little. Oh, Sway. I forgot Sway was there. Alright, you gotta, yeah, get out of the way, Sway. Sway, get out of the way. This guy has tox grenades. I might just have cduffo just go absolutely crazy and get in there. It looks like Maguire does not have a shield belt, so I'm gonna have him fall back. And I'm gonna have these guys. Alright, let's, what's it? Froja, Anubis, Waff, Sway, and Skeet. Skeet, where are you? There you are. We are gonna have you go into the room like that while cduffo attacks aggressively. Kyle Duff with the octopus, let's go. Oh, and the sub. Much appreciated, Kyle. Alright, this guy's got tox grenades, which aren't great, but they aren't bad. Everybody's just gonna get a little dash of cancer. Alright. This raid is taken care of. This guy is a Neanderthal, so we do want to add him to our gene bank. We'll have Froja. No, I clicked on Froja. We'll have Froja capture this guy. We need probably not cduffo to put out the fire because he was a vampire and afraid of fire, but we will have him put out the fire and get these guys out of the way. We will not eat them because I forgot we are not cannibals in this playthrough. It seems like that's kind of my default lately. I don't know what they destroyed, if anything. I think this is just debris from their drop pods. We're also going to have to rebuild the roof here because they just came right in. But yeah, that wasn't as bad as I thought. Let's get Maguire undrafted. Let's get these guys undrafted. And let's get Anubis' mechs back to work. Did any get damaged? No storage connection. What is this? Oh, that's okay. That's fine. All right. Doesn't say any mechs got damaged, so that's good. Our construction bot is building our roof, so that is perfect. And our clean sweep is getting rid of all the blood stains from the marble tile. You didn't resub, just never unsubbed. Gave you the chance to remind you. Nice. Much appreciated. An 8-month streak too. Damn. Shambler assault. Okay, so we're just getting. Our front door is already locked, so they shouldn't be a problem. But our body count is rising with the dead bodies that are in our pond. So yeah, that's great. Everything's fine. I should probably get rid of this wooden wall. But whatever. And there is a pump shotgun just on the ground. Let's get Maguire. Maguire is bleeding out. Maguire is bleeding out. Let's Froja, I hate to wake you up again to heal people, but that's what you're doing. Something is getting destroyed somewhere. Oh! Holy shit. That's a lot of shamblers. There's more over here. Okay, okay. I'm gonna save it. Cause I don't know how that's gonna go. We have 2 wall thick here. Let's wow, I didn't think we'd. Alright, let's get an allowed area going. Let's do manage areas. Let's add a new area. Let's rename it. No, not invert. Let's rename it OC shit. And then let's expand it so it includes only the inside of our base. We can use this for toxic fallout and that kind of stuff. But more importantly, we can use it now and just quickly force all the colonists, all the mechs, all of our animals to stay in this zone so they won't peek outside and get themselves killed when there's 18 shamblers outside. So let's get everybody under. Oh shit. Let's get our mechs. Oh, they are already there. I guess it automatically did that. Cool. And our pets. Oh shit. Alright, so nobody should be outside. We have a lifter there, a lifter there. McGuire is bleeding out. Sway is fine. Froja's tending now both of them. cduffo is chilling because he's a vampire, so he already healed from any hits he took. I can't talk. Let's get cduffo. Waff might break, but that's okay. cduffo, Waff, Anubis, Skeet, and we might take one of the people from the Empire. And I think we're also gonna have all of our mechs just hang out right here for a second. Maybe Anubis starts shooting and then retreats. Except he has all of his bots with him. Yeah, they are flowing in. Alright, I think we're gonna take on this initial first few. So let's get this melee guy out front. Froja, where Froja? You're tending to Sway. Oh, you're trying to get the Glitter World medicine, aren't you? Okay, let's take Sway off of Glitter World medicine and put him on normal. Is McGuire? He's not bleeding out. Okay, tend to Sway. Honestly, Froja, Sway's fine. We need people. We need manpower. We need girl power right here. We need cduffo. cduffo, where are you at? Oh, he was all the way in his throne room. Okay, let's get some of our mechs drafted as well and just put them out front as a buffer. Oh, these guys are destroying our cooler right away. That's cool. Yeah, that's all I got right now. Sorry. I'd love for them not to break that cooler. cduffo, you're gonna squeeze over here. We might lose a mech or two. Two are down. But honestly, we have this mostly covered. Sorry if I'm. Oh, we got one zombie in. Oh, jeez. I don't know where they're gonna go. I keep reading this guy's name wrong. Diodos. Let's get. I think most of these zombies are down. Let's get some shooters. Some shooters inside here. Well, melee guy. Oh wow, that one's beelining it. I don't know where he's going. Alright, Frojo, Waff, Skeet. Oh, he's going for the dog! No! Do we train this thing to attack? We did. Fall Master while drafted. That means it can probably now attack. Let's draft these guys. Put them here. Hopefully they don't shoot at the dog, but they might. And these guys are holding their own. Let's get Anubis out here to provide some firepower. Okay, so the dog is attacking that zombie, so that's good. Let's just get clear shot on it. Oh, Jesus. If you want to know what some scissors look like, that's what they look like. Takaru. Okay, our dog, poor Zappy's taking a beating right now. Let's get you undrafted and hopefully go to an animal sleeping spot. This thing is completely dead. Yep. Our corpse pile is gonna really stack up. Okay, I think that is all of them. And now we're gonna get that second raid that comes in. So quickly, let's undraft you and cduffo. I don't want people breaking, so I'm gonna undraft you guys as quickly as possible. Let's get everybody healed up and good. Froja, you're gonna come in clutch. please tend to Zappy before he bleeds out. Let me just make sure nobody's gonna bleed out. Okay, you're fine, you're fine. Waff is pretty pissed off. What are you pissed off about? Observed rotting corpse times 5, and then times 2. Someone's organs harvested. Yeah, that's my bad. I thought we were cannibals, so I thought that was okay. Anubis, you are gonna be undrafted, and you're gonna fix all the mechs. Yeah, just repair all of them. I don't think we lost any mechs. They just got downed, which is good. We do need to build a new cooler there, and we do need to rush a new wall. We don't have any limestone, so I guess slate's better than marble probably. So hopefully somebody gets to that, but I feel like people are going to be preoccupied for a bit. And these zombies are giving off like a stench or whatever, and people should not be breathing that in. Rot, stink exposure, minor. Yeah, that's how it's going to be for a little bit. Just undraft all these guys, all these mechs. Alright, that wasn't bad. We should get raided within 7.5 days, so that's actually a bit of leeway. So we should be able to hopefully recover from all this pretty quickly. So that means we have to focus on investing in our defenses a tiny bit. No, Anubis, repair this Agrahand, please. Bro, where are you going? Okay, I think I need to cancel your work. Yeah, cancel prioritized work. Prioritize repairing. Yeah, our lifters are going to be pretty pissed off. That's okay. And we need our lifters to start hauling these bodies so that rot stench doesn't get everywhere. And Froja, I'm going to wake you up to do some tending, speed up time a little bit. What is this? Oh, everybody's stuck in their own zones. Alright. The mechs. Do I have an area 1? No. I'll just say home area. Should cover most things for now. I don't want them wandering off too much. And then our people, unrestricted. Okay, cool. I can't believe our mop bucket got damaged. That's catastrophic right there. Nothing that we can't build back from though, so we're chilling, we're chilling. A. McGuire yearns for the mines. His left eye got cut out during that. That is unfortunate. Did Frozen just get Glitter World missing? Yeah, you did. Okay, that's chill. We tend to sway, so he's ready for the next battle. Caravan is arriving. Nice. That'll be a good buffer if we get raided right now. Okay, yeah, our lifter bots are doing some work right now, moving all the bodies. I do want... I know Froja's starting to get pissed off, rightfully so. You know what fixes that? Taking some wake up. Solves your recreation, solves your sleep problem. There you go. I would like this cooler to get rebuilt so the inside of our base isn't 101 degrees as it is outside. And cduffo, you are not going to death rest yet until we get through our next raid. But let's have you trade with this caravan. They should have good stuff. Go juice, yeah, we do have go juice now. That's good. Get rid of some smoke leaf joints. We can sell some wake up if we need to. Just kind of want to see. Oh, a kidney and a lung, huh? Those sell for good money, huh? That's Tom gave his life and gave us his kidney and lung, so that's very, very generous of him. Incendiary one. Oh, I thought I had that for a second. It's like I don't think I do. All right, these guys don't really have anything too crazy. Okay. I guess we don't have to give an arm and a leg to them. Or smoke leaf joints. Wow. They really don't have that much. Could buy a plasma sword from them. Do we have any more melee people? Yeah, that's fine. Alright, cool. Not bad. Alright, everything is we are drawing down our food supply. We are gonna have a harvest of potatoes pretty soon. I might convert this cotton over to potatoes just to get a nice bulk harvest in, fill up our hoppers, fill up our shelves here. This can hold a lot of potatoes, so we should fill those up. If not with meals, with raw food, which ideally it should be meals because I think meals are more space dense. But it's okay. All right, hopefully everybody gets less pissed off pretty soon. I don't know how quickly that will happen. I think we still have some heat stroke. That's good. Mechanoid repair needed. Yeah. So Anubis, when you wake up, please repair the Agrahand, and please repair this lifter, especially the lifter. Cool. That should be good. I want to get these steel chunks out of the way. I thought I had a dumping zone for them, but I guess not. Guess we can put our steel chunks over here for now. Let's do critical slag steel chunk. The lifters should take care of that pretty quickly. We can turn those slag chunks into actual steel, but we got enough steel. This is deep drilling goes quick when you have a level 20 guy with a double passion on mining. Alright, so from the beginning of this stream, we wanted to make progress on the prison. We are doing that. Waff is on an insulting spree because he's saw too many dead bodies. That's yeah, that's a natural reaction, I guess. And this does have okay, this is all connected. I just can't walk. Alright, cool. Yeah, we expanded the prison a bit, added some things to make it look a little bit better. I'm still not sold on the marble tile with this carpet. It's texture-wise, it's a little bit much, but we'll stick with it for now and see if it gets any better. Especially once we add in the limestone tiles instead of that flagstone that was there. I think that'll help. It just adds a little bit of discoloration to the marble tile, makes it look a little bit more worn. We got fabrication going. We already have 14 components. So Anubis will be spending all of his spare time, and we gotta get him a nice little armchair there. There we go. Perfect. And a light. Oh, there's a light. Okay. I was gonna say the room looks a little dark. I guess our deep drilling room is dark too, but whatever. Alright, we got plenty of chocolate now, 165, and must have just harvested it. Nobody's in the hospital right now. Cool. Anubis repaired those mechs, so all the mechs should be pretty good. These guys are trying to figure out if they should leave through our wall. Should probably allow this. Is this guy eating our chocolate? Really, dude? And I might put Anubis on a wake-up schedule. Just so he maximizes how much he crafts. Let's get a Maguire to equip assault rifle. And I hear people cleaning, so that must mean they're running out of stuff to do. Let's have somebody other than Anubis hunt, because Anubis is too important now. Maybe Maguire. Doesn't have huge skills. Sway could also hunt. We'll have Sway hunt. On some gazelles. And I think at some point we do need to add some more bathrooms, because I think we just have 2. Which that should be easy to like put some right here. Honestly, I might just have it get mined out so we remember to do that. This is actually a really good spot for it because it's close to the bedrooms, so right when people wake up they can go to the bathroom, get some food, eat, and then carry on with their day instead of walking all the way over here. I guess it doesn't really matter, but just another option if people are over here in the rec room or whatever. More underground steel. Alright, if we learned anything, we need to start investing in defense. I mean, that's probably something that we can really focus on next stream. But I want to make sure that we have all of the research that we need. Turret packs. Oh, we should put turret packs on people. Now that we have components. These guys are still trying to figure out how to leave. Usually that pathfinding doesn't happen, but they want to leave through here, I think. And that's like all the way through our base, so they're a little confused. It's like the only time I've ever seen pathfinding be weird in Rimworld. But yeah, Anubis is going to be busy. Can anybody else do any sort of crafting? Skeet? Skeet? Okay, Skeet can. Let's make mini turret packs for everybody. And I don't know if these have quality assigned to them, but we'll have Anubis do that. And we can probably move this machining table into the fabrication area. That would probably be the smart thing to do. I forgot how nice it is to have lifters. Right now in my current off-stream playthrough, I have the Rim Factory mod, and all these potatoes would just get sucked up into a conveyor, and that would go directly into my fridge production area. So that is a super fun mod. If you need like a mod, if you're pretty comfortable with Rimworld, if you need a mod to change things up, that's a fun one, especially if you like games like Factorio. Alright, let's get some doors over here. Maybe do some marble doors, ball out a little bit, you know. Let's get some underground plumbing all in there. And then let's get some showers, marble showers. That's what the people want. Some toilets, marble toilets. No better crapper. And then let's put a light out here so people don't complain about being in the dark. And honestly, let's carry the lights going up as well. Let's just spam them a little bit. Should probably do this in every hallway. Our base is looking a tiny bit dark. I think that's just kind of how it looks. And then do lights. I won't build up there because we don't have any power up there. Alright, what is the temperature inside? Temperature is 70. It says unroofed 3, so I don't know. Oh, that's right there. So let's do zone, build roof zone. Just cover this whole area. And then something should pretty immediately come right here and build the roof. Mini turret pack. Oh wow, that was quick. So everybody has turret packs now, basically. Nice. That was super quick. Jeez. Maybe make a flak vest, another shield belt. Can't have too many turret packs. Basically, what those turret packs do is, if an enemy is in proximity, it fires very, very slowly. Very slow, but it's an extra shot that could hit the enemy, so that's cool. Did our Husky get... Okay, no. Husky did not get injured from that fighting, permanently injured. So that is excellent. We do have some cash to do some props, make this garden area that we made look a little bit better. We could do a empty brewery. No, I don't want to do empty. Yeah, we can do empty brewery. Something like right here. And I know that there's like hops. I think it's under plants. No, I don't think it's here. Maybe under filth. I think there's hop stuff here. No. There's radioactive dust. That's helpful. Maybe it's under plants. No. Well, I can always look for it later. There's a bunch of cool effects and stuff too. Let's just go with farm. Honestly, we've already used those decent amount. Let's go back to the workshop. I know it's not necessarily a workshop. It's not at all. We can put a cutting table thing right there. Oh, this is what I was looking for. We could do another brewery barrel. Maybe right there. I wonder if we could put a mat on it. Would that look weird? Yes, it does. Let's get rid of that. Smelter gizmo. Oh, this is tiny. We'll keep that as is. I think, conveyor, yeah. Let's, oh, this will not look, okay. So that's, I mean, it's all pretty static thing, but, maybe something like that. That doesn't look super like a conveyor, so I'm not too crazy about it. Let's get, what else could look cool out here? Maybe we go with something else. Maybe we do industrial. No, I think that's too industrial for what I'm going for. Let's do, what is exotic? No, let's not do that. Honestly, Vault category has a bunch of cool stuff. Oh, those tubes are huge. Alright, maybe let's not do that. Sorry, I'm just looking around for random stuff right now. Scan for some more underground stuff. Could put like a slightly rundown like water filter and stuff right here. This is kind of like a dried out area of the, area of the area. Dried out area. We'll see how I feel about that. That's at least a start. We can go from there, I guess. Kind of fill in some of these corners with some bushes, and maybe we will put some plants, some nice looking plants. I did want to make this like look slightly overgrown. Oh, that is much more than I thought it would be. I don't want that. Low shrubs. That takes up a huge area too. Kind of striking out right here. Ooh, I like the look of the strawberry bushes. I don't want it to be too similar with those like red roses that I have over there. But okay, there's an eclipse, so that actually might affect our power a bit. Our power isn't 100% shored up, but it's mostly resilient, so If it gets close, then we can turn off some things. Let's maybe do some yellow grass. I don't want it to like take up too much. Okay, yeah. Let's get rid of the strawberry bush. And let's put some yellow grass around here. Make this look a little overgrown. I don't want it to be like too ratty, but something like that could be good. I'm gonna get rid of that strawberry bush again. Maybe here's an idea. Let's shrink the zone and do like I think this is gonna look good. Do some yellow grass in here as a way to break this up. Maybe a snagger. No, that thing's huge. Let's do something like that. Maybe just one right there. I think that's something. I don't think it looks bad. It is definitely different to what we did. And I feel like the other crop areas look more like recently made, a bit more like rigid, and I don't know. With maybe the marble fence makes it feel more permanent, where this like wooden rundown kind of one is its own, I don't know, its own theme going on here. Maybe it was like the first crop area that the colony made, and since then they've expanded to nicer looking ones. So I like the way that actually came together, combining the wood with like the random yellow grass that we found. So that's cool. I like that. I actually really like that. And I'm pretty happy with how the lab turned out. We do need to add something here, and I think it doesn't need much, just a little something. Let's get maybe something more industrial looking. Are there any workbenches here? Nothing's screaming out to me here. Maybe a nice glowing green. I don't like the cone. Let's see, what else? Ancient. I would like a nice workshop. Oh, here it is, finally. Took me that long to find it. No, I want something more like scientific looking. High-tech bench. Ooh, that is way too big. Okay. Let's do fabrication's gonna be the same. Yep. You can just do a tailoring bench. Just a normal looking bench. Put some stuff on it. Get some unfinished cloth. Maybe some scissors. And let's get some of that going on there. Just kind of like a miscellaneous desk. I like the way that looks. And maybe some more stuff for the floor. Doesn't have to be much. We added some papers. We added a little vent thing right there. We had some blood in the corner next to that green barrel. Yeah, it doesn't have to be much. I don't know what's in this decal. Is it cheesy if we put a lab decal? It goes away when the door covers it, but do a little biohazard area right here. Get some, what else is there? There's gonna be something under Ancients that we can use. Yeah, people are going to town. Oh, it's building the bathrooms that's going on right there. I keep clicking on labs. All right. Well, let's. That might be good for now. We'll sit on this, see if we like it. I currently like it. I think it looks pretty good. I should maybe move the vent over, because this mosaic kind of reminds me of like a bathroom. So maybe something central like that, or maybe you could do like a little vent thing, drain there and a drain there, and that kind of makes it look like separate little areas. But I think that's where we're gonna call it for today. We did some work on the prison. That was what was voted in the Discord. We still have a lot of things to finish up on that, especially as we get some components being pumped into our system. Then we can start doing nutrient paste drippers and stuff like that. We're very generous and gave them a nice shiny new chest table today, so the prisoners that still have legs can ball out and have some fun playing chess until they get their legs removed. Our lab looks pretty good, honestly. I didn't have any idea what it would look like at the start of the stream. We pieced it together. We got plenty of steel from Waff and A. McGuire, going crazy with the deep drill, and we wanted to shore up our fabrication abilities. We will probably have to expand this room a bit, because this will be our main like workshop area, and there's a lot of props and a lot of decorations that you can add to this area. So I'm excited to turn this fabrication workshop area, we'll throw the machining table up here too, into a cool room like the lab, like the rec room, like the dining room. We haven't done too much with the dining room. We can get to that, but like the kitchen, there's still a couple loose ends with the kitchen that I wanna fix, and maybe make the actual like warehouse area a bit better. Yeah, with this eclipse, batteries are not super happy. And keep every stream or every couple streams adding a new spot for our crop areas. I like the way that this turned out. I'm not sold on these. I might get rid of that just because it was making it feel off-centered. I kind of want it visually to kind of go from place to place. Maybe add a bit more flagstone in between here, but I also want it to stay like rough looking and slightly overgrown. And then next time we make one of these crop areas, it's probably going to be like right here, which will be tough because this is the most fertile soil that I have in the direct area. So I definitely want to make sure we're growing on that fertile area, just because it hurts me if we're not. But like some of it extends to up here, so I don't know exactly what we're gonna do with that, but we'll figure something out. And I don't want it to get too close to this, so we'll maybe round it out right here near the windmills and carry it down, maybe follow this shape mostly and cut it off at the end, have that as its own little area. And then we'll have to do another nice looking crop area there, another crop area there. And we got mad emus. How did we get one within our walls? I know that they broke not too long ago from 18 shamblers, and remind me next stream that we have to invest in defense. So yeah. Let's take care of this one emu, and then we can call it a stream. But yeah, there's cduffo's turret pack shooting randomly. Gets a couple shots in. It's pretty inaccurate, but cduffo's a beast, so it's not getting any shots on this guy though. There you go. Nice free meat. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for all the subs today. 2 raids today, which is crazy. I think that's the most I've heard all like the notification noises and stuff go off. So that was pretty cool. So appreciate all the support. Feel free to join the Discord. That way you can stay in tune with when we're streaming and some other stuff behind the scenes that you get to decide on. And if you miss a stream, you can go back to the Discord and read the fun little summaries there. So appreciate you guys, and until next week.